Hey guys, welcome to another video. Happy New Year. I am wishing a very productive and peaceful new year for everyone. This year definitely had its ups and downs. That's all I can say. I'll go into more detail another time. But today we will be drawing Stargirl. So for the past few years, I have always wanted to design a character that represents Star Moon Arts. I feel like every artist has like that character that represents their username or like who they are. And I've always wanted that, and I've had multiple attempts of trying to create different characters. I just never liked the way that they turned out. Like, it never felt like it represented me as an artist. Not necessarily being like a self character, but just, representing like the world of Star Moon Arts, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I decided just to like scrap everything and just start completely over. I got this like random urge to just start creating again, which I'm very glad, because I kind of felt like I would never get my spark back. And I think what really did it is just allowing myself creative freedom. So when I first started drawing this, I didn't draw with the intention of like it actually being good. I just wanted to draw a character, or like at least come up with a concept, just because I've been getting really into character design. I've been taking a lot of character design classes and just exploring my knowledge as an artist when it comes to creating characters. And yeah, so I was allowing myself creative freedom, and this is kind of what we came up with. So the concept for this character was, I wanted her to be on her own planet because she's an alien. I don't know if I just mentioned that. If not, I'm mentioning it now. She is an alien and she's on her own planet. What planet? I don't know. She's just on a planet. And I wanted to give her these little star companions, or like non-human companions. You know how like all the best characters always have some sort of like animal companion, or just like a non-human like partner in crime. That's kind of what I wanted to give her. And of course, because she's Stargirl, she needs to have little star companions. And they were inspired by Care Bears, actually. For some reason, like, I've loved Care Bears growing up, and I still love them now. But for whatever reason, I've always had like this vivid memory of like one particular scene in Care Bears. And it was like where the Care Bears were like sharing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And for whatever reason, I guess like one of the stars got upset because they wouldn't share or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try and find like the episode or the video. But yeah, that's kind of where they were inspired from. So yeah, these are our little star people. I feel like we need to give them names. I haven't come up with one yet, but yeah, so I wanted her to be on her planet with her little star friends. And her character itself, she's confident and like kind of like a show off, but not to the point where it's annoying or cocky. And the star that's on the top, she is like her little baby. She looks up to Stargirl, and she's just impressed by everything that Stargirl does. The one on the bottom, he's just like grumpy all the time. He's not easily impressed, and he kind of gets annoyed by everything. Like, kind of like a little crybaby. And I feel like that kind of created good contrast between the little stars and their personalities. And I feel like it goes well with Stargirl's personality. I just really want them to like feel like they're living in a world, and I feel like you get those vibes when you see the drawing. Just because a lot of times when I try to create my own original characters, I just don't like them, and I feel like they just don't belong in my world. And what I've learned from character design is that even if you're not planning on doing like any animations or anything with the character, you should still like come up with a concept for the character. Like, give them a personality, give them like a reason for what they're doing. And I feel like that's really what made me like the way this drawing turned out, is because I actually like created a world for her to live in and created a scenario for her, so that she doesn't feel like she's just there just because she's cute. Which I feel like a lot of my original characters kind of give those vibes. I've worked on a lot of original characters, a lot of drawings that I actually have not posted or wanted to share just because I just simply didn't like it, or there was no substance behind it. And I'm kind of getting over like the fan art. Y'all, I don't know why. I'm sick of drawing fan art. I've had my share with it. That's not to say I will never draw fan art again, but it would be in a different type of way than what I used to do it. And you'll see. My goal this year is to be more active, so hopefully you'll see, you'll see some fan art from me, but in a different way. But yeah, so drawing this, she's had plenty of different, I don't know, I had a lot of different ideas of what I wanted her to look like. Just because, I don't know, when I'm drawing, I don't allow myself creative freedom all the time. A lot of times I end up putting myself in a box, and I don't allow myself to draw certain angles or draw certain poses, or I don't know. I just like put myself in a box when I create my own characters. And you'll see in the start, like the sketch looks completely different than what I was actually drawing. Just because when I was drawing that original character that you'll see or that you have saw, I don't know, I just don't allow myself to do certain things, and she was not turning out the way I wanted to. But I was committed to drawing this picture, whether I posted it or not. I was committed to finishing this fully sketched, fully lined, fully painted. Like, I was committed to getting this done, and I decided to just start over and scrap it, but still keep the same concept or like the same idea with it. So instead of her like having like this kind of childish vibes that she kind of had before, I wanted to make her a little bit older and just kind of have like, I don't know, I wanted her to feel confident through the screen and not just look cute. And I hope that's kind of the vibes that you're getting with this. So like I was saying earlier, she is an alien girl, and I wanted to take a lot of inspiration from like futuristic Y2K vibes. I don't know, I love art that looks like that, and I feel like that kind of aligns with the world that I want to create for my characters. I'm not sure if I'm like too old or if anybody else has seen Xenon Girl of the Century. For some reason that kept popping up in my head when I was drawing this, so I definitely took inspiration from that. Maybe not directly, but kind of, it was just kind of playing in my head as I was creating this character. I also went on Pinterest and looked up like Y2K futuristic artwork or just Y2K characters, and all of those together kind of created Stargirl. And then you'll see throughout the time lapse that I had like a different color scheme for her. The purple just wasn't working for me. Like, I don't know, like I don't even like the color purple that much, but in my artwork I do kind of like it, but it has to have like an accent color, or it can be the main color. So I was trying different color palettes, and I ended up going with like a more pinkish to blue, something that would go well with yellow. And I'm also like working on my color theory also, so I was trying to stick within the same color family while also adding good complementary colors that could accent I don't know why I can't say that word, that could accent the other colors that I chose really well. I don't know, a part of me still feels like it's just like too much going on with the colors, but then at the same time I kind of like it. And then I realized I forgot like a main part of the drawing, which was like the stockings or like the tights, if you will. I forgot to freaking add that. So it was gonna be like a purplish to kind of tie everything together. Y'all done forgot. And I hope she doesn't look like half naked. That was not the vibes I was going for. I still think she's cute, and also with like the creative freedom that I've been exploring, I really wanted to allow myself the opportunity to redesign her character later on. And that kind of also made me feel free to create her the way she is now, just because I know at some point I'm gonna go back and change some things and she'll grow along with me. And then one day I also want to like add some friends for her. Like, I don't know, I can see her being friends with like a green girl, not green girl, but like an alien with green hair and glasses. Like, I don't know, maybe that'll be the next drawing. I'll like add a friend for her, but for now I think she's cute and she looks good with her little star friends. We do have to give them a name. I don't really have one. Maybe I'll go back and like look at the Care Bears episode and then we'll try and come up with a name with that. I don't know, you'll see. So as the video plays, like, what is everyone's plans for the new year? For me, I just want to be more active, because I feel like every time I say I'm gonna be active, something happens and then I'm just unable to be as active as I would like to be. But this year I really want to focus on not letting anything get in the way of me being active and creating, just because I have so much inspiration. Like, I don't know, I feel so ready to create and just constantly draw, and now I actually have the time to do it. So that's a big goal for me, is to create more often, post more artwork, because even if you guys like don't see me active, like I'm still drawing, I'm still making artwork. Like, I actually do a lot of art jobs on the side. I call them my little side quests, and I do get paid for them. So like a lot of times I'm more focused on like my side quests than doing my own artwork and my own thing. So this year I'm gonna just focus more on like the art that I want to create and not so much creating for other people. And I just want to see where this year takes me. So I'm pretty open-minded with my goals this year. As long as I'm creating, I'm good. So that's it for today's commentary. I just wanted something quick to post for the new year. I think she turned out so cute, and like I said, I will be adding updates to her character design. I'll rework her, so you'll see her more often. Like I said, also I'll be adding friends for her too. And yeah. So this is the final drawing. I don't know when you'll expect to see content from me again, to be honest. Like I said, my goal is just to be more active, so I'll be posting. I just can't say when, but I will be being very active this year. I'm speaking it into existence. And yeah, so if you want to keep up with me, you can just follow my socials, you can subscribe, and you'll get notified when I post again. Or not, maybe you'll just see me pop up one day and I have a new video. But yeah, so hopefully you like this video. I know it's kind of all over the place. I am still working on getting better at voiceovers and making videos. So just for now, it might be like a little chaotic, but we're working on it. Okay, we're working on it. I'm also trying a new method for voiceovering. voice overing. I don't know, I said that kind of weird. But I'm not using a microphone this time. I'm just using my phone just because I feel like the audio quality might be better. The last 2 microphones that I've been using to make voiceovers, they're kind of old, so they kind of suck, and I just think my phone might sound a little bit better. So just let me know if you like the way it sounds. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Comment some video suggestions for me or some content that you might want to see, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.